The UEFA Champions League, often regarded as the pinnacle of European club football, is currently captivating fans around the globe as it progresses through its knockout phase. A recent development has been the announcement of the official Player of the Match awards presented by PlayStation, which will be given after each match throughout the 2024-25 season. This initiative aims to celebrate the standout performers in the tournament, further elevating the competition's prestige. As of February 12, 2025, the Player of the Match awards have already recognized numerous talents. Among the notable recipients are Vitinha of Paris Saint-Germain, Federico Gatti of Juventus, and Kemsdijn Talbay of Club Brugge, each showcasing exceptional skill in their respective matchups. The UEFA Technical Observer Panel, responsible for selecting the awardees, has highlighted the importance of these performances in shaping the narrative of the tournament. Liverpool has emerged as a leading contender this season, with bookmakers favoring them to claim the coveted trophy. As the tournament unfolds, the odds reflect their consistent performances and squad depth, placing them at the forefront of the competition. Close rivals including Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Arsenal are also in contention, each carrying the weight of their storied histories and ambitions. The odds reveal the competitive landscape, indicating that while Liverpool may be the favorite, the unpredictability of football ensures that any team can pose a threat. The allure of the Champions League extends beyond the favorites, as the tournament has a rich history of underdog stories. Teams like Aston Villa, Borussia, Dortmund, and Atlanta, though considered long shots, have the potential to make surprising runs. The excitement surrounding these underdogs adds a unique dimension to the tournament, reminding fans that anything is possible on the pitch. In addition to the thrilling matches and emerging stars, there are significant discussions regarding the future of the Champions League itself. Reports have surfaced about potential negotiations to host a UEFA Champions League final in the United States between 2027 and 2033. This move would not only enhance the tournament's global appeal but also establish the U.S. as a prominent destination for major international sporting events. The ongoing negotiations between UEFA, the European Club Association, and relevant sports underscore the growing interest in soccer within the U.S. market. As the knockout phase continues, anticipation builds for the next rounds and the eventual crowning of a new champion. The combination of star performances, intense competition, and potential changes to the tournament's format keeps fans eagerly engaged. With the Champions League serving as a showcase for the best in football, it remains a thrilling spectacle that captivates audiences worldwide. As teams vie for glory, the landscape of European football is poised for exciting developments in the coming months. In a pivotal meeting held in London on Thursday, Premier League clubs reached an agreement to extend the current Profitability and Sustainability Rules (PSR) for at least another season, deferring the anticipated introduction of a new financial framework known as the Squad Cost Ratio (SCR). The decision underscores the ongoing complexities surrounding financial regulations within English football as clubs navigate the balance between competitiveness and fiscal responsibility. The PSR, which limits clubs to a maximum loss of £105 million over a 3-year cycle, has faced scrutiny and criticism since its inception. Clubs like Manchester United, Newcastle United, and Aston Villa have expressed discontent, arguing that the PSR constrains their spending capabilities during transfer windows. Conversely, the proposed SCR would have imposed stricter limits, capping total spending, including player wages, transfer fees, and agents' fees, to 85% of a club's revenue, a regulation that mirrors UEFA's existing framework set at 70%. Despite the unanimous support for the SCR among Premier League sources, significant hurdles remain before its implementation can proceed. The prospect of legal challenges from the Players Football Association (PFA), which warned of potential legal action if a hard salary cap were introduced, looms large. In addition, the complexities inherent in the SCR proposals, including the controversial anchoring concept, which would restrict top clubs spending to 5 times what the lowest placed team earns in prize money and broadcasting revenue, have left many clubs hesitant. The decision to retain the PSR comes amid increasing scrutiny of the league's financial practices. Critics have pointed out inconsistencies in how the regulations have been enforced, with some clubs facing severe penalties while others have seemingly evaded repercussions. This inconsistency has led to frustrations within the league, particularly regarding the practice of selling youth talents to compensate for financial imbalances. Such actions have sparked debates about the long-term implications for player development and competitive equity. As the Premier League prepares for another season under the existing regulations, the ongoing discourse surrounding financial sustainability remains a salient issue. The stakes are high, with clubs eager to balance financial prudence against the need for competitiveness in a landscape where the financial clout of elite teams continues to grow. The implications of these regulations will reverberate throughout the upcoming summer transfer window, shaping the strategies clubs employ to enhance their squads while adhering to fiscal constraints. Looking ahead, the Premier League faces mounting pressure to establish a more coherent and equitable financial framework. As discussions surrounding the SCR and other proposed regulations continue, stakeholders will be watching closely to see how the balance between ambition and sustainability can be struck in the world of English football. The path forward remains uncertain, but the necessity for a long-term solution to financial governance in the league is clearer than ever. In the competitive landscape of Serie A, the race for the title has intensified, with former AC Milan and Real Madrid coach predicting a two-horse contest between Napoli and Inter Milan. This forecast highlights the growing dominance of these teams as they vie for top honors in Italy's Premier Football League. The assertion comes amidst a season where Napoli has established itself as a formidable force, showcasing a blend of tactical acumen and individual brilliance. Speaking on the current state of Serie A, the coach emphasized that while Napoli has been impressive, Inter Milan remains the only team capable of keeping pace with them. The statement reflects an ongoing trend in the league where teams are either rising to prominence or struggling to maintain relevance in a landscape dominated by a few elite clubs. This prediction, set against the backdrop of increasing competition, underscores the challenges faced by other teams aiming to break the stranglehold of these two giants. Meanwhile, the transfer market is heating up, particularly with the interest surrounding Udinese striker Lorenzo Luca. The 24-year-old has emerged as a key player this season, netting 9 goals and positioning himself as one of the league's standout talents. His performance has sparked interest from several Serie A clubs, notably AS Roma and Napoli, who are reportedly keen to secure his services in the upcoming summer transfer window. As Udinese evaluates Luca's potential market value, a bidding war is anticipated, with the club likely to demand a fee of at least €30 million, reflecting his status as one of the most promising forwards in Italian football. In the midst of these developments, the women's game also continues to thrive, with Juventus officially confirming their fixtures for the Pool Scudetto as part of the women's Serie A. The Bianconere finished the regular season at the top of the table, amassing 45 points, and will now compete in a playoff format against the top 5 teams for the title and Champions League qualification. Starting on the weekend of March 1 to 2, Juventus will face AS Roma in their first match of the Pool Scudetto, setting the stage for a thrilling conclusion to the season. The structure of the Pool Scudetto and the Pool Salvezza ensures that every point earned in the regular season carries weight, emphasizing the competitive nature of women's football in Italy. As the Serie A season progresses, all eyes will be on how the title race unfolds between Napoli and Inter Milan, alongside the developing narratives surrounding player transfers and the emergence of talent like Lorenzo Luca. With the Women's League also heating up, the coming months promise to deliver exciting football across the board, potentially reshaping the landscape of Italian football in both the men's and women's games. The outcomes of these competitions will not only determine champion status but also have lasting implications for the clubs involved as they position themselves for future successes.